Sai Ram, everybody. Welcome to the session of Chintan and Manthan, the discussion, deliberation, contemplation, and finally, with all the conclusion. Conclusion by understanding. Today, as few of you suggested, the subject or the topic that you want to talk about is the law of attraction. Right? So we will split, as always, the subject into multiple verticals. First, what is law of attraction? Second, does law of attraction work? Third, does law of attraction work for us? For me? If it is not working, why it is not working? And if it is not working and you know why it is not working, how to make sure that it works for you. Broadly, this is the sub-verticals in the same subject, right? What is law of attraction? Does law of attraction work or not? Does it work for me? If it is not working for me, how do I make sure that it works for me? Right? So we will dive deep into the subject. What is law of attraction? It's a very broadly made statement. Law of attraction is the new in thing. I mean, it's been an in thing for the past, if I'm not wrong, say for about 10 years, a decade plus. Right? How old is law of attraction as a concept? Does it work? Does it not work? What is it? Now let's dig a bit about this subject called the law of attraction. This concept of law of attraction or the subject of law of attraction was popularized by an author called Rhoda Byrne. She wrote a book called TheSecret. So that created a storm in the management sectors, everybody's, life sciences or life coaches and those kind of people. They started taking very deep, serious, insight into the subject, and they started practicing that, advising, advocating, and so on and so forth. Now, law of attraction goes back to the biblical days, where this technique of law of attraction was mentioned in a tablet. It is on a stone, which is emerald stone. It is also called as emerald tablet. Piece of information, just let's map it. Now, what is law of attraction? We're getting into the subject. Law of attraction is nothing but what you desire for is what you get. For sure. Is a general understanding of it. But it doesn't end there. Law of attraction is everything to do with creative consciousness of a person. The law of attraction, we are trying to give a yogic interpretation. The creative consciousness of a person is the one which will make sure that the law of attraction works. So what is it that which is creative consciousness? A consciousness which is eternally in a state of creating a realities for you. Good or bad. It does not care. Now, as per law of attraction, they say that whether you like something consistently or whether you hate something consistently, both will manifest. What you don't will also come to you. What you don't want will also manifest for you. What you want will also manifest for you. What you fear will also manifest for you. What you look forward will also manifest for you. Anything and everything which will manifest for you where you have your attention on consistently. Law of attraction can also be spoken. Practicing law of attraction is only with your attention. Your attention is on that subject. Whether you like or you don't like, that will become a reality. Now, for example, I was fearing this day, I didn't want to have this day, I didn't want to have an accident, I didn't want to have an accident, and I had one. Oh, I know every morning I wake up and I get ready and go to my office. There's a huge traffic jam at this junction. There is. Oh, it is impossible to get a parking lot in a particular place. You won't get it. It's not that it is you are believing that because you already know that. No. Things are manifesting because your attention is on that particular thought. What we have got now, few words here and there, we will assemble, assimilate, and then before concluding, we will have a proper understanding. Your attention, your thought, your creative consciousness. Keep all these words. These are all the keys to law of attraction. To understand a proper, have a proper perspective to this law of attraction. What you fear, you get. What you want, you get. What you don't want also, you will get. The reason is, when somebody wants something and they have something called as a doubt. The doubt in their mind that, will I get it? If I get it, when will I get it? Will I really get it? Oh my God, somebody got it so early. Who had desired as much as I had or what I had desired for exactly that same. How come that person got it so early? Oh my God, then there must be something wrong with me. These are the interferences from the thoughts of your want manifesting into a reality. So, law of attraction has to be understood as law of attention. When you have your attention on something, your apprehension is also an attention. Your doubt is also backed by an attention. So when all these, your attention is miffed, it is confused, it has got a lot of ifs and buts in it. At that point of time, your law of attraction, what you want, gets extended. These interfering thoughts. So, in the Emerald Tablet, what it is written? Be sure about what you want. Take your time before making up your mind. Have a very conclusive thought. I want this. Sit in a place, I want this, and leave it to the universe and forget it. You will be literally asked to forget it. When you forget that subject, someday, sooner than later, when it manifests into a reality, you will be surprised. It's not that consciously you will forget it. Rest it. Okay, fine, I have put it to the universe that this is what I want. So I will get it. Have that faith and leave it aside. Don't keep brooding over it. When you start thinking about consistently, what happens? Let us say I want a fancy villa, right? So when I want a very fancy villa which will satisfy my need, I have said this, finished. I have put that thought in myself and then I have said this is what I want. Now, where will I get it? When will I get it? What should be my efforts? How do I navigate my efforts, channelize my efforts? How much will it cost? Will I have the money? When will I get it? Oh my God, somebody else also had some similar thought or similar want. But they got it. I still haven't got it. Oh, will I ever get it? Does this work? It may work or may not work. It is definitely not working for me. These are all the interfering thoughts. The reason why the law of attraction won't work for you is these interfering thoughts. It will delay, it will postpone, it will get into a stagnation, or it will not happen at all. We are very good at putting obstacles in front of us. Nobody else will put an obstacle in front of us. We put obstacles in front of us. So that is the problem with law of attraction not working for us. Right? The other thing, most important thing, what you want to attain in life, whatever is your desire, make a list. You have put it out to the universe. You have rested it aside. Stop altering it. The problem is your wants are unending. It is ever evolving. So you keep altering your end want, the ultimate want. So that will further delay, it will go here and there, it will navigate into something else. For example, if you are constructing a house and then you say that, you haven't decided, it is a 3-story house or a 4 floors house, and suddenly when the construction has begun and come to a stage, what will happen? You will say, I want a 6-floor house. It is not that you keep adding floors. Then the engineer and the architect and the structural engineer will think that, okay, will the footing take that additional weight? So finally he says, no, it cannot. Then you are adamant that you want 6 floors house. But initially you started with 4 and your construction has started at 4 levels. Then what happens? Uproot the whole building, demolish the whole building, start the construction again for the 6th floors. Because you are very adamant. You want 6 floors, so additional work has to start. The structure has to be made more stronger than what it was made. Very simple parallel given. So do not keep altering your ultimate wants. Take your time before you make up your mind. I want this, that's it. When you are conclusive in your want, whether it is health, wealth, prosperity, or relationships, or anything for that matter, be very sure about what you want, because you are going to get what you want. Be very sure. But don't keep altering your want. It will keep delaying. Don't keep doubting whether the law of attraction works for you or not. The doubt will create delay. right? Now, we know what is law of attraction, whether it works or not. Yes, it works. How it works, we know. Our attention is important for things to manifest. Good, bad, ugly, whatever your attention is on, whether it is fear or faith or whatever it is going to manifest. No doubts about it. Right? You completed 3-4 points in it. The next point, which is a little tricky question, I would like to ask. Not that I want to speak. I want to understand. If law of attraction is so sure and true, what about your karma and karma phala? So as per law of attraction, anything can be manifested. You have lot of these gurus, online gurus, who are selling you packages. 7 secrets to success. Somebody writes a book and you start reading that book and complete that book. Then he will write another book, 8 secret. So law of attraction is working very well for him because he wants to make money, he is making money and you are losing money. So these guys, especially the Western teachers of law of attraction, have no clue about law of karma. They have no clue of law of Maya, the illusion. So, what is the role of karma phala in law of attraction? What is the role of Maya? You want to ask something, Mansi?
Yeah, the role of karma, but also because it's always a mirage. Whatever you want is it's like you said, illusion. And even when you're saying that don't alter it, things get altered on their own. You don't alter them. And when you start living, that is when you realize कि ये चाहिए, अच्छा ये नहीं work कर रहा है. So how do you can't really escape that.
We'll come to that. We'll come to that. Right. So altering is not consciously done. Altering is not that you keep altering your end only by saying that हाँ इतना चाहिए था अभी इससे ज़्यादा चाहिए. Not just that, altering is also by way of interfering with your end, by also thinking about doubting whether it will work or not, fearing, and consciously people alter their want. Not everybody, but many people. Consciously, they keep, your wants keep changing, it's ever evolving. So you keep changing it. So, for example, I want to be extremely wealthy. I'll put a figure also. I want to be rich with about $10 million. That's what I want. With that $10 million, what I am going to do is my prerogative. I will decide. I'll buy a house, I'll buy a car, I'll buy a fancy stuff for myself. I'll make the savings, investments. You have a plan. But I want a $10 million. What you get out of it, when you get the 10 million, what you are going to do with that money is your prerogative. The way you plan your manifestation also, the whole discussion is at micro level as well as macro level of law of attraction. We'll come to that question. So the role of Maya, role of law of karma, none of these Western philosophers, I wouldn't say none of them, but if there are any who actually understand law of karma and law of Maya, influence of Maya, there is no law of Maya, influence of Maya, then the seekers their followers are fortunate. But if you don't understand the law of karma and law of Maya, karma phala, and the role of Maya. And if you just keep thinking that I can manifest anything I want, भगवान बनना इतना आसान हो गया, right? So, is there interference of law of karma and karma phala in this law of attraction? Karma phala has every interference in this law of attraction. No doubts about it. I have no doubts about it. Based on your karma and karma phala is where the Maya plays with you. Maya and karma phala are two faces of a coin. Based on your karma phala, based on your karma phalas and sanchita karma, suchita karma, vartamana karma, prarabdha karma and everything is what the Maya is going to unleash her game on you. The alteration of the realities which you want. Keep altering the end reality. Keep doubting whether it will happen to you or not. Play of Maya. People will say these are the ones which are going to delay the reality getting manifested. But what are those and why those are? The difference between a Hindu yogi or Indian yogi and a Western teacher is about this understanding. The key to the mess of law of attraction not working for you is keep altering the end want and the self-doubt, impatience. They say, avoid them, forget it, it's not possible. Just not possible. That is exactly why law of attraction does not work for many people. The key there is Maya. Maya who is playing her game based on your sanchita karma, your destiny. That's it. So, influence of Maya and karma phala is a reason why the law of karma does not work for many. That is the main thing. Right? So why it doesn't work? Does it work? Yes, it does work. How it works? It works for many, it works for few. But is it working for me or not? If it is not working for me, why it is not working for me? What is the influence of karma and karma phala and Maya in the law of karma? These are all the points which we have touched. Right? Now coming to the path where, well, now I know it's the influence of illusion. It's the influence of illusion which is Maya. It is the influence of my sanchita karma. Why my realities are not getting manifested, but I want that to manifest for me. So now how do I make that happen? Right? This is when, even here I would say, your guru walks in. Your guru walks in. He is the only one who can liberate you from the clutches of Maya. He is the only one who can empty the container of sanchita karma, gada, khali karne wala ek hi hai guru hai. Guru is who's a true guru. The other, imposters will use law of this one attraction and make sure that your money goes to them and you will be left with shunya. So your bank balance and your pockets will be shunya. So theirs will be loaded. So that is not what we are talking about, not those kind of so-called gurus, but gurus in true sense. Gurus in true sense will interfere. They just don't empty the container of your sanchita karma. They just don't liberate you from your maya. They'll also look at your want. They'll also say that this is not good for you, take my word. They'll get you better than what you have aspired for. At this point, the Eastern philosophy of law of dhyana, gnana bhakti karma, and law of attraction goes in two different directions. Western philosophers who implement or use law of karma, they say that what you think, it will happen, don't worry. Yes, you can. Right? Yes, I can, but he will. That is our philosophy. It is not person self-centric. It is non-dual, divine-centric. I can, but he will. So the difference between their philosophy and our philosophy, we have to look at it a little more maturely. We have to apply the thoughts and practicality. Tell me how many people have not lost money or paid money to learn, practice, and manifest through law of attraction. Many. People have lost huge amount, lost as in spent rather. Okay, let me not use the word lost, but spent huge amount of money. Problem is they've been spending for the past 5-6 years and still nothing has happened. Why? The author of that book, TheSecret, after releasing the book and having huge amount of money, she went back. Slowly she regained. So it did spare her also. Karma, phala and maya. How do we circumvent? How do we handle the divine intervention of your Guru? Your wants are blended with the thoughts of your Guru. You will get the same law of attraction is being said in a different way, in a pragmatic way, by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Yada yada hi dharmasya. That is one shloka, but specifically towards law of attraction. Karmanyevadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Do your karma, you will get a karma phala for sure. When you have to receive, I know better. For example, somebody has really worked hard. Right at the age of 21. And he is, worked so hard that at the age of 25, he is supposed to get $1 million. That's what he aspires for. But he doesn't get. He gets it at 35. आया लेकिन समय पे नहीं आया. This is where we as Eastern philosophy, we understand Karmanyevadhikarasya ma phaleshu kadachana. The reason is, hypothetical situation, since we are just sharing a story. A 25-year-old boy, would he be really prudent in managing the money that he gets? He might go and buy a Ferrari, or he might blow off in a casino. He might start buying designer clothes. That $1 million just gets vaporized. In a 2-3 years time, he will spend it off. He's back to square one. But the same boy gets it at the age of 30, he has seen more struggle, more difficulty. He will value the money what he receives. He'll manage it properly. Possibilities are more because as you have grown a little older, you have matured a little more. There are responsibilities. He's got married, he's got a child, so he knows prudence is required, or the medical condition of his parents have advanced, which seeks money. After the 5 years gap, lot of things can change. But it will bring in a sense of responsibility. So that is when Lord says, you will get what you deserve. No doubts about it. But that moment is which I know. Because you know the immediate past of this birth and there is nothing which you can do. And you know your Vartamana, this is right now, current, contemporary, present situation. These are the only things which you know. Whereas I know your Sanchit Karma of all your births. I know your Vartamana right now. I know your Prarabdha Karma. I know by instruction you got some works done, that karma is also yours, which is Suchita Karma. But I also know your future. I know the consequences of everything. That is why I am telling you, yours is yours. Even God cannot take your karma. Nobody can touch it. It is in the secure repository of the universe. The divine supreme consciousness also cannot touch your karma. Karma phala. So there is nothing to worry. And you will get what is yours. When it has to come to you is something your guru will decide. So that finally I would like to say, I quote my master, my guru, my Sri Sai Ram Maharaj, who finally said one of the 11 promises and statements that he has said. He said, I'll give you everything that you want so that someday you will want what I really want to give you, which is the spiritual path. It is in Sacharita. It is one of the 11 sayings and one of the 11 promises which Baba has made. What does he say? I am the creative consciousness which will manifest realities for you. I am the law of attraction itself. Because what you want, I will give you. Have no doubts. So that his only selfish interest is someday you will be ready to receive what he wants to give you, which is Brahmajnana, which is a state of Sat Chit Ananda, which is non-dual existence of Advaita, which is non-existence of non-dual existence also, which is Shunya. He wants to give you that. So with all these things, law of attraction and everything, we come back. We come back to our yoga sadhana. Not as a defeated person, but as a person who has intellectually understood, discussed, deliberated and understood And now your application of thoughts in law of attraction will be very fruitful. It will start manifesting. Because at your subconscious mind, this clarity is mapped. Understanding is bhakti. You have performed bhakti. So this is how the law of attraction works. What it is, does it work, how does it work, does it work for me, why is it not working for me, how is it that we will make sure that it works for me. In this chit chat of around 25, 30 minutes, 30 odd minutes, we have largely taken care of all these questions, answered these questions. Despite that, if anybody has any specific question, please ask. Go ahead, Nancy.
And how does, I'm just curious, I guess, how does collective consciousness play in the individual's manifestation?
Collective creative consciousness, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
How does that interfere into?
Play into an individual's manifestation or creative consciousness.
When you are part of a collective creative consciousness, but you are part of it as an individual. So it works as an individual consciousness only. Though you are part of the creative consciousness collectively. Because the decision to become a part of it is yours. So there is no difference. Collective creative consciousness to individual creative consciousness, there is no difference. To be a part of the collective creative consciousness is also a decision of an individual. Right?
So if you don't kind of go along with the tide or you have different priorities, interests, is it going to be inherently an uphill climb?
Your voice is little feeble. If you are not going with the flow,
yeah, with other people's opinions or you have different priorities, interests, is it's going to be an uphill climb? Is it something
no,
better?
no. Law of attraction doesn't work that way. Universe has nothing that it cannot, win over. Universe has no challenges at all. There is nothing which can stop. It just will manifest. Not a problem. Anybody else?
Can I ask a small one?
Please, go ahead.
First of all, that figure, $10 million. Suppose if I want, and if I am not entitled as per my karma, then Maya will trick. And it will confuse me, what I understand. Now, up to this is clear. Now, if my Guru wants, with his grace, he can remove the curtain, and I may be entitled some point of time in life, and I may get it. It works like this. Am I clear? Am I right, or something else?
You still have anything left in the question, or this is the question?
No, that is the thing. So I need a clarity.
There are two
Guru
things.
wants, as my bhakti, and I connect with Guru, and I pray to Guru. I want this with my whole hearted, with my entire soul. I want it before my death.
Understand.
Please help me. That's all.
Understand. Now, let us not get confused that You will get what you deserve only. That is something which is a misconception. In understanding the law of karma in itself, what about the Vartamana karma? The Vartamana karma is contemporary, right now what you're doing. You may decide to do something and make a plan and act upon it, and then you will get in this birth only for your efforts or your karma is also a possibility. It is not necessary that what is in my Sanchita karma, that is based on that only my realities will be. That is the free will what you have. That is what has been explained. The free will in Western philosophy and Eastern philosophy are 180 degrees apart. That is the free will we explain. The gurus and yogis explain this kind of a free will. Don't worry, you have your free will, your Vartamana karma. Your Vartamana karma is yours, which will become your Prarabdha karma because you will remember what you accumulate within this birth, from the birth till date, is Prarabdha. What you have accumulated for all your births thus far, which you don't remember, is Sanchita karma. But your Vartamana karma is the one which will become Prarabdha and then subsequently Sanchita. Correct, no? So the same efforts that you will put in now, breaking the barrier of karmic patterns, which is possible only with the grace of Guru. You can manifest. Don't only depend on what is based on what you have already accumulated, your Sanchita karma. If that is the case, if somebody has only accumulated negative karmas, but he has aspirations to be somebody good or somebody spiritually evolved or somebody wealthy, somebody very opulent or politically powerful or whatever, he will never attain that. It's not, it doesn't work that way. Vartamana karma is very important. The same Vartamana karma is going to become your Prarabdha, and after we shed the body, that will become a part of your Sanchita. The yogic way and based on the platform of law of karma, understanding law of attraction is more logical. Your Vartamana karma, for example, Kaloji, you decide that yes, I am making a new plan. I am going to make $1 million. I am going to have this plan. It's foolproof. I have invested a lot of time, efforts, and other things. So I am going to do this. That's your Vartamana karma, free will. The Buddhism differs a bit here. Buddhism says don't do anything.
Can I interfere? I mean, some people have a much clarity. Maybe a dream of say $10 million is many people may see, but the few of them has very clarity at the very beginning of their life. They know what to do, when to do, and how to do. But many people they love to think, but they cannot really participate, perform. So why this difference happened? Maybe because of their Sanchita karma. The karma plays the role, so they may not get that clarity in their life.
You're right.
They keep on thinking, but they're unable to participate. Maybe Maya tricks in that arena. They divert. They may think sometimes red, sometimes blue, sometimes green. Their thoughts process are not very clear. What I have seen the most of the successful people when they talk, their every faculty is so clear. There is no ambiguity. So that clarity the average people we may not have. that is a difference, maybe play a major role.
You said your question has a perfect answer also. You said it right. What you said, the whole thing, clarity and other things, the biggest business tycoons who have been successful use the word called focus. Clarity with effort in the right direction is called focus. There was an interview where Bill Gates, Warren Buffett were collectively, jointly they were interviewed. And they said, the interviewer asked one question, both of you at the same time, together give an answer to my question. What is the secret of your success? Both of them used simultaneously at the same time, spontaneously. One word they said, focus. Just one word, focus. Like you said, they had clarity, they had a plan, they had put the resources in place, and they started working on it. They never gave up, they had patience, and all these collectively is called in one word as focus. Now what you are saying is that focus is something not everybody has. Few people have.
Yeah,
Successful people have. Why?
Correct.
How do we make sure that we get that focus in our life? Your wants or your aspirations are not necessarily the worldly things. It can be even spiritual.
Yep.
I want to attain Ashtasiddhis.
Yes.
I want to have Laghima Siddhi, Anima Siddhi, Mahima Siddhi,
Yeah.
Prakaryam, Prapti, and all. Garima Siddhi, everything I want to have Ashtasiddhis.
Yes.
But it is not happening. I don't know where to go. I don't know whom to ask. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do. What do we do? Knock on the door of that old man who will give you focus. Knock on the door of that old man. I meant the Divan, your Guru, in whichever form, in whichever way. The Guru gives you clarity. What is the transliteration of the word Guru from darkness to light? Gu is darkness in Sanskrit. Ru is light. He who brings you from darkness to light is a Guru. What is the light? Clarity. Darkness is lack of clarity, lack of focus. That's all.
Can I ask you?
I'll just complete one more statement conclusively. You always say that, in Saipanth and in Shunya Kriya, this person always talks nothing other than Guru. Goom phira ke, sab dekh ke. He speaks about everything in the world and finally he comes back to Guru. If there is anything other than that, you let me know, I will believe. And if this man, what he's saying is not logical or practical or acceptable, please correct me, I stand to be corrected. If you have any better solution, please let me know. अगर आप समझे तो हमें भी समझाइए, हम मान लेंगे. कोई अहंकार नहीं है, कोई ईगो नहीं है. The only thing is here we are getting more and more focused. सभी दर्द का एक ही दवा है, आपका गुरु. And after all these things, most of these extremely affluent, successful businessmen, after becoming extremely successful and affluent and everything, what will they seek for? Spiritual path, spiritual progression, moksha, शून्य. अरे बाबा, आप तो उधर ऑलरेडी पहुंच गए हो. वो सब जगह गुलाटी मार के जहां पे पहुंचना चाहते हो, आप ऑलरेडी वहां पहुंच रहे हो. क्या फर्क
Yeah,
है?
correct.
आप शून्य के लिए आप तैयार हो, आपसे ज्यादा कोई नहीं है। ये साईपंथ में जितने भी है जो सिंसियरली कर रहे हैं टुवर्ड्स नॉन ड्यूअल existence, union with your supreme consciousness and yourself, and remaining in a state of non-dual existence. Very fancy English. In other words, moksha. You are already there. वो सब खत्म करके आएंगे। अंबानी भी आएंगे, अदानी भी आएंगे, टाटा भी आएंगे, बिरला भी आएंगे, बिल गेट्स भी आएंगे, लेकिन आप ऑलरेडी हो। ठीक है, आई एम नॉट डिस्करेजिंग। Not for a moment I belittle success and money or wealth. I do understand and agree and endorse that money is a second mother. No doubt about it. But how much we want, we should be very sure. Sorry, Harviji, you asked something. Sorry, you were being wanted to ask something.
Yeah, in the same context, you said that you know your karma phala and all that gets vacated when it's Guru's grace. Now, how do you earn Guru's grace?
You can never earn.
Never earn?
It is, you can't earn it. Because it is always there. You should only know that it is there. Guru's grace is in existence within you. Just that you should realize that it is there. There is something. There is an old man within, an old woman within, a concept within, a thought within, a scripture within, which is a guiding light, which is Guru Tattva, the essence. You can never earn Guru's grace. Because what you already have, you can't earn. And you have enough and more. It is in abundance. Everybody, every individual. The problem is, it is covered with dust and muck. Even cleansing that is also done by Guru. गुरु से आगे कोई नहीं है, गुरु से पीछे कोई नहीं है, गुरु से ऊपर कोई नहीं है, नीचे कोई नहीं है, बराबरी में भी कोई नहीं है। वो है गाना सलमान खान का, जग घूमया तेरे जैसा न कोई, गुरु जैसा कोई नहीं, गुरु जैसा कोई नहीं। जितना आप अपने गुरु से प्यार करोगे, जितना उनके साथ एक हो जाओगे, समझो वो दीवानगी अलग है। Karl Marx, I quote again, said, spirituality is the opium of the masses. You are so right. Highly intoxicating. So don't search for Guru's grace, it is already there. Know that it is already there, then your search ends that very moment. Understand your Guru. Get close to him. Those paths you know. Right? We can't.
Sai Ram bhaiya.
हाँ जी.
I can ask a question, bhaiya.
Please shoot.
Bhaiya, actually, last 3-4 days, I was seeing the videos of Ramana Maharshi. It was very nice. And in one of the video, I saw that Bhagwan gave moksha to his mother. So from morning, he entered the room when he knew that mother was not well and the last day was approaching. So from morning, he was there with her only. He put his hand on her head and heart, and he came back only in the evening, 8 o'clock. And he mentioned that she had thousands and thousands of karma, and all that has been dissolved now. That is what was happening. And not only thousands, some many amount of janma's karma was dissolved. So I really got scared. Like so many lives we have to be again reborn and reborn. Is there any way that in a single life we be ending with the help of a guru?
Yes.
That,
I'll answer this question. I'll answer this question, but I'll take questions on this specific subject of this law of attraction, and then I will surely answer this question. Anybody has any other question regarding law of attraction?
Yes. So, Bhaiya, I just have a small question. So, I mean, like, does it mean that, like we are doing this Jnana Bhakti Karma that we are practicing the Dhyana that, I mean, every day. So, that kind of helps to remove all the patterns, Sanchita Karma, Prarabdha Kamda. So, I mean, is that the
Yoga,
way to, I mean, we'll never get confused by Maya and the karmas and it will get erased? Is that the right way?
yoga sadhana is the only way. So, I mean, I must thank Shilpa for sharing that one pictorial message of Swami Vivekananda, what Swamiji has said. How important is your sadhana? Without sadhana, there is nothing. That is the ultimate truth. आप भले थक जाओ, आप भले बोर हो जाओ, छोड़ नहीं सकते.
साधना करना.
जैसे sadhana should become like your breath, an involuntary muscle. Your day is incomplete without your sadhana. Like you have to have your food, you have to have your glass of water, you have to breathe. Likewise, you have to do your yoga sadhana of half an hour to 45 minutes. This is exactly why I will conclude this conversation just by saying, making this statement that many people rather, after learning the Shunya Kriya, they've offered me money. They said that, how much do we pay? So I always say that it's very expensive. You can afford it, but it is very, very, very expensive and it is not going to cost you money. I'm going to ask you for 30 minutes of your time every day. That is my Guru Dakshina. Give me, if you can. Do you have the guts to give me? I don't want your money. Who wants it? You give that 30 minutes of time for your yoga sadhana every day. That is my Guru Dakshina. Give it. Can you? No. पैसे दे सकते हैं. ये सब खरीदी नहीं जा सकती है. तो this is how it works, right? So with these, I think I will take questions a little later further. But I think we have run out of time. Let's end the video on this topic of law of karma. Sorry, law of attraction. Right. Sai Ram, Sai Ram.